crime in DC. Here we go. And I was there from 2000. I was there the whole 2021, and it was already getting a little dicey. But now, in the past 3 years, I guess it's the Biden administration. I don't know who else to blame. Maybe Bowser, the mayor. But crime is spiking over there, and I'm going to give you some details about that right now. Again, I'll have a teleprompter someday, so I'm going to do some reading for you to make sure it's right. In 2022, the District of Columbia had the highest reported violent crime rate in the United States, with 812.3 violent crimes. I don't know how they do a 0.3, half a violent crime or something, but 812.3 violent crimes per 100,000 of the population. Let me just give you a sense of like Maine at the same time. Maine had the lowest reported violent crime rate with 103.3, again that 0.3 thing's weird, offenses per 100,000 of the population. So DC was like skyrocketing in 22. With 274 homicides in 2023, I did find some information. The deadliest crime rate in 2 decades in Washington, D.C. All right, here's the shocking numbers. This is about murder in D.C. 52% get solved. 48% do not. Okay, so they're better by 2%. So you have almost a 50-50 chance of getting away with murder in Washington, D.C. If you're a criminal and you know this, you want to kill somebody, I got a 50-50 chance. You know, I would think that's kind of motivational for them, wouldn't you think? I'm not going to say that it's President Biden's fault. He doesn't really handle the district D.C. It's Bowser. Bowser is the one that's the mayor in D.C., and she has to answer for this crime rate and how to handle it. It must have been God's protection that I had to leave D.C. in November of 2021. They closed down our social media accounts. They closed down my financial accounts like PayPal, and PayPal was helping me out with your generous donations of about $500 a week. It was helping me keep like somewhat afloat. I was getting strikes all the time, so I couldn't even post videos on YouTube, and it was brutal. So now I guess I could thank all the people that were working on getting us offline, and I guess it's just the price you have to pay for being over the target. But that's what happened, and we're still pushing forward. It was right after Clay Clark's Reawaken America tour in Michigan when I learned that the accounts were closed. I almost forgot to mention that, and I just wanted to put that in there. I was coming back. I was doing videos on controversial issues. I was posting on locals, and PayPal got me after I posted on locals. So there's a lot of cross, intel going on between these social media companies. So don't think you're safe with a video in one place from another platform, because there's a good chance that you could be in trouble for that. And I want to say about the donations, it was helping out Rachel, Sarah, and I to be able to stay in DC. And I'm very grateful for how you took care of us while we were there. I'm doing this full time right now, so we're going to see if I can continue it and get to DC. If you want to help, you can go to the website below. If you don't, that's fine. Just like, click, and share. It's going to help grow the channel, and I believe it's going to help grow people that want to get us to DC, and also for me to be able to do this full time. Oh, and I made a note of this. I wanted to say, please pray for Mario. Mario helps me every day from California, which is another reason to pray for him. That he researches these news articles and stories, and he has extreme dislike for trolls. So we have to make sure that he just stays calm, and it's going to be okay, Mario. Don't worry. I actually don't get nearly as triggered as he does. It's kind of funny. He's like, "Oh!" Like, Mario, it's okay. They're just out there. They're always going to be out there. Don't worry about it. And yes, I'm still answering all the posts, even when they're mean. You can go to the District of Columbia crime cards online and look at the current crime rates of the District of Columbia at this website. I put it below right there, so you guys can, get it. So you can see the rates that I'm talking about and what I'm putting up. This page is so nicely designed. I almost feel like it makes me happy, which is a crime page, but the designer did a good job to make it uplifting, I guess. Here's a bar chart that you can see. Theft other is 543. Theft auto is 306. It's getting so bad in DC that back in August 2023, that Trayvon White's district yet had another shooting in DC. City Council member Trayvon White, who represents the largely black and destitute 8th Ward, where gun violence is spiking. He wanted federal troops to restore order in the streets of the largely neglected communities it represents. They've got council members that are begging for federal troops. It's that bad in DC. So stay safe out there, and know that we're praying for you guys in the district. My friends, I'm praying for you. I've got a lot of friends still there, still getting intel. And I don't know the answer on how to get this straightened out. I mean, more police would be probably a start. But how is the District of Columbia so out of control that it's gotten that bad? I mean, you know, if you're a conservative, you could just sit there. It's liberal policies, and it's also part of it. But I was there, and I almost got jumped by 2 people. I didn't share that on video. I saw them tracking me. I walked up to a police car, and they were still tracking me. I looked at them and said, "You're being so obvious." They laughed at me. I was like, "There's a police car right here." They laughed at me. And I was like, I go, where are you from? And they go, "I'm from here." I said, "Well, so am I." And wearing the cowboy hat, they both busted out laughing. The other guy signaled them, and they left. But it was that close. It was that close. You know, I'm 6'4", 215 pounds. I won't say I'm intimidating, but I don't look weak, if you know what I mean. Please click, share, subscribe, and support this channel. I would be very grateful. And know that you're loved. William Wieting from MustangMedic, signing off.